work. Very often what we see Draven at his best is these games where you're finding a ton of kills, you're snowballing, short-range champions that you can just completely abuse, but if he's not the one that gets ahead, if he's not the one that snowballs, he's kind of, you know, he's a passenger, I think, for the rest of the team comp.
We'll see what then for the Void Groups when they spawn in just a minute and a half.
And Fnatic conceding some of the power that the Kalista can bring in the 2v2 to get those favorable lanes to make sure that Oscar can participate at the very least in this early game, potentially catch out Connie here. The flash is down, lockup is there, nice thundering blow back. The aftershock just makes him too damn tanky.
Up their difference, but and yeah, going to be KC able to pick up both objectives this early.
One thing to highlight is, in the context of all these swaps, KC up in objectives, as you mentioned, Fnatic have done what they can to mitigate the Jace having a monsterness you expect in a game with a Pantheon Kalista Rel. Hasn't been there, although as I say that, Kana stunned, waiting to get close enough so the Thundering Blow can't knock him away. Mickey now going to follow. Kana should just die here. Mickey quick to tank. Reset is there from Upset if he needs it. He does. That's first blood, right? But they've given a lot of objectives to get it, and if Humanoid goes down here, oh, Severed Bolt flash in, Q! Can't flash that auto, baby! Different pace of game. I don't know if there's some jitters or some overcommitment to lane swaps, or maybe they just had to wait for Vladdy to back in a bad time. Vladdy, you're gonna die here. Upset, though, might be in trouble as well. Wukong all to follow. Razorp on the way in, but it looks like Kalista should go down. Knockup is there, not enough to stop the second proc of the Cyclone. Now it's Mickey following as well. Every time Fnatic get a little something, KC just take her.
Now we're getting to the very tense stages when you play Draven. Because if Draven dies...
All right. Slight delay on the first item spike for lethality. We'll see if it pays off, if it gets him that payday faster.
Mickey is on the wrong side of the map.
He caught. Yike to follow. Mickey can't hit anyone or he'll take tower aggro, so it's just wandering out, waiting to mount, and that's the cash out! Just a huge bag of...
They're now 1.5k gold ahead.
And really credit to KC. Again, Fnatic swapped so many times to disrupt their laning strategy, and they were successful. But KC still got objectives, and now KC have cashed out the Draven, everything you could ever want. And you said it, Jack. Well, we'll see if Vladdy can make it out of this exchange. Looks like Gravfield not quite fast enough with the Chaos Storm, excuse me. Follow up there, and now it looks like Humanoid just going to fall. Another TP in. TP going to be matched by KC. It's starting to fall apart for the side of Fnatic.
They've definitely set KC up for success there. We'll see this Drake contest, but Tarmas on the wrong side of the wall.
Hasn't procced Aftershock, so he's just going to get one popped here. Beautifully layered CC. If he hit any
nervousness or just trying to go for a little bit too much, but both teams are eager to pounce, and Kalista's far up
on the way in. Kalista locked up. That's going to be big money over to the side of Upset. Now they're trying to keep the fight going. Spyline to spare out, but Rattler's not going to take a whole hell of a lot of damage. Mount up into the Herald from Herald, ramming into Humanoid, getting the ulti down as well. Styling as he gets the reset. He might look for one more, flashing out. Yike! Playing like a team.
Overextended in mid. You never saw Fnatic showing the bot wave, but still tried to make the play on Upset. But now, here we go.
Again, Mickey making his way out there. Now it looks like it's Targamas who's overextended. Vladdy does decent damage, but not enough to tear through Upset's health bar. Razor chasing, that's one down. Upset stepping.
Immediately, Mickey and Razor are able to collapse. Although Humanoid here definitely went too far, but now topside. Wait, what?
Oscar going in. Kana now running, trying to get the extra movement speed. One more auto. Q flash forward, a little bit more damage. Oscar desperate to finish the kill. Yike on the way, going to be forced back.
Bob's pet still. They're dropping it.
They're just maybe a cheeky shot blast over the wall. Maybe see if anyone wanders a bit too far.
No way. Oh! He got there somewhere who was delighted that there's been these steals coming through.
Some absolute wacko who's like, Kana's going to steal an objective. You were right. I don't know how. Prophetic, some would say. I was going to say all these things about Soul Point. Kalista as an objective team. They catch, but Targamas still a good buffer.
Very deep here. Yike is behind.
Yike with a follow-up, and this is where Kalista just gets a free auto. That is a terrifying Draven. Upset is dead. Mickey will scoot his way out of Upset's body to find a way back under the tower. Excellent pick from KC.
Fnatic didn't need to try and force it, though. You had everyone on reset, and now maybe more.
Oscar on the way in, I think, just to try and delete the wave. There's no hope really here of taking the fight, just trying to get them out. Mickey will fall to Vladdy, but now KC want more. Kana is out for blood. He took an objective. He wants to take their lives. Knocked back with a Thundering Blow. Taken his sweet time in the mid lane, baby. The montage does not stop. Kalista with a double in mid.
And KC are just getting absolutely everything as Fnatic are so disjointed. First Upset and Mickey trying to go for too much in enemy jungle, and then they get shut down under tower.
Bit of a slow coming in from Humanoid, now trying to chase extra movement speed from the form swap. There's just not an angle. That's Thornbound down.
Doing a lot of heavy lifting.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think 80 carry propaganda right now, and you're the person who's going to shut me down. I am seeing the Wukong. Yeah.
I was going to say,
I mean, we're in Fearless, right? So if KC don't win the game where Kana gets Jace, or Fnatic don't win the game where Upset gets Kalista, that feels like a huge blow as we get deeper into the best of 5. It's Mickey. caught out. Close doing a lot of damage here. Mickey just gonna get one shot. Reset now coming in. It's Yike once again. The monkey just keeps spinning. Oscar gonna try to disengage. Looks like Yike will finally go down. Or will he? Yes. Soul Furnace gonna pop, and now it's Vladdy with the perfect setup to follow through. Humanoid goes golden, but the timing will keep him standing for an extra second. Not enough for him to take down Kalist. Down he goes. Kalist unstoppable. And the game is over. It might look like there are players still alive. There might still be structures, but KC are too damn strong.
I mean, Oscar Rene does get 1,000 gold from Yike here as Targamas tries to flash over the sidewall to block his escape, but he still ends up getting out. But you see how strong Yike is on this move.
Targamas up to that top side, so kind of can get the wave as well. They're covering side lanes well, so even if Fnatic want to try and go for some sort of counter punch, it's not even there. Mickey, as much as trying to take 2v2s like that, but it's never the case again. Baron. Yeah.
Wow. Fnatic don't even walk up to contest here. As now, see them grouping up here, which is just a nice any sort of engage from Mickey. What you really want to look for when an enemy team has Nashor is when they try to play multiple lanes and they actually split up, and you can punish one of the people that are on side or the people that are not grouped. But when they're all together like this, okay, Oscar Rene tries to go.
Body block goes in from Targa. Kalist flashing out. Interrupt from Targa is also good. Ulti onto Upset, buying a bit more space. Upset's now going to be in trouble trying to zone his way back, but it's Kana on the flank. Keep your eyes on this Jace. Where does he go in? Hammer form, decent damage, knocking back Mickey. Upset forced back as well, and Yike finally going with the ulti. Good disruption coming in, but Oscar Rene cannot channel a Q. CC used beautifully to stop the Scion from getting any effect as all of Fnatic forced to retreat, likely to give up the tower, but are going to be sprinting out of base for the re-engage.
They managed to get the health bars back though, so they won't lose the inhibitor, but can they get more off the back? Mickey
hit by Oscar. Oscar's still pretty damn tanky, unending despair, at least healing up some of the damage, but Yike is really unconcerned. Quick use of the clone. Follow up now from the ulti coming in from Razor. Instant spiraling despair. Right as the Aegis assault fades away, though, he's going to be slowed up, and it's Kana isolated. Kana for a brief moment. Has he overstayed? Flashing out. Held onto it for so long, and it's Yike going in again, finding 3 members. Kalist untouched on the backside. Mickey retreating. The Draven free to run rampant in the exchange. Upset running for his life, taking Mickey with him. KC get the exchange, losing not a single member. Oscar
down bit by bit.
Yeah, Targamas just wonderfully zoned off Upset here with the help of Vladdy, which just made it so he couldn't join his team. And with that, it's going to be the soul for KC. They're probably going to be able to break up an inhibitor here as well. Maybe they back off, but just the soul in and of itself might be what broke the camel's back.
Yeah. Fear into Oscar. Time to play side lanes here. Knock down another tier 2.
And it's a 10,000 gold lead. Ocean Soul.
Haven't covered the top side of the map. Fnatic buying time to play on these waves through top, but it still might just be a 50-50. Oscar taking a bunch of damage. Now, if they lose him, they might just lose in an instant. Fnatic forced away to try and contend in the fight as Kalist just continues to solo objective. This is a 4v5, and it might be the best fight that they get, but Oscar's already dead right as the fight is starting. Severing Bolt, not enough. The shield from the Soul Furnace keeping him standing. Yike zoned back, but he can just go in at a moment's notice. He's in the base, breaking an inhibitor. Fnatic being herded around the map.
Kalist is still on Baron. Yike isn't even there.
Yike running. Kalist wants to finish the objective, but Yike might give his life. This is big for Fnatic, a decent opportunity. Baron there, but they're gonna lose at least 60 seconds because Yike isn't a part of the picture. Fair enough. Controversial press S strat. Mickey going in under the tower, full engage, but a nice peel back. They're getting deleted. Kalist catching in as Vladdy finds a perfect combo across the entire fight. Despair of Fnatic.
And you killed Kalist, but at what cost here? As KC have them routed, they're going to be able to pick off Oscar? Maybe not.
Running. Targa on the chase. Oh! Hits him with the Pengu.
And his 30-second death timers here. You have to feel that KC can just run it down.
That was heartbreaking for Upset. He flashed into the maw from Vladdy and immediately regrets his life choices. But I think that's kind of been the story a little bit for Fnatic in this one as KC look to take game number 1.
And it was a brawl. It was a well-fought game. Some mistakes coming in from both teams, but ultimately it's KC that looked a lot stronger in this game 1.
Weathered the early game storm, responded well to the swaps, got the objectives, took the fights, found better picks. KC, incredible momentum here coming out from game 1. Nearly picture-perfect performance.
Draft for KC.
Zoe.
Go Zoe instead.
It's still a really hard draft.
You really need to play incredibly well on mid-waves here. You want to poke them out, whittle them down, because if Fnatic get on top of them, it's a one-fight for us. Better of it.
1700, Razork.
I mean, they're kind of just playing to buy time here because KC's bot lane really wants to match the recall of
the right amount of zealous from a team named Fnatic. We'll find out here. Kalist, level 5, should be no way out of this dive. He accepts his fate. Zeal was the appropriate answer.
Take at least one of these grubs, but I really want to see Fnatic fight this.
I think what the problem was, Oscar didn't TP bottom. They took so long for Fnatic to get set up. Kalist has walked the entire way from bot lane up to the top side.
Upset still hitting the tower. Bubble there. Nighttime for Razork, needs to back up. Kalist coming in off the side. Razork flashing over all the culling there. Yike now going to fall. 3-man knock going in from Mickey to Targamas in trouble. That's one vulnerable fish, but Targamas still living. Kalist playing through. Bubble not quite going to connect. Nice back step for Mickey trying to get tricky with it. Kalist still standing, still auto-attacking. Upset making the feathers fly, bringing him right back in. Goes to sleep, but takes one with him. Vladdy making it a nightmare for the side of Fnatic, though, as they take the fight. KC! It's about Zoe, right? When she controls that fog of war, she just pokes from such long range without having to overcommit herself. Drake deleted. Again, Kalist and Yike both so powerful at this point in the game, those single item spikes, and Vladdy contesting. Instant engage though, that's the combo. Response comes in from Kana though, mitigates a lot of damage. Targamas is low, but the follow-up is not there. Razork with the pullback, looking to get one, looking to get that shutdown onto Yike. Challenge is Studio. Yike unconcerned, the feathers pull back, but they don't hit a damn thing. KC again, finding the angle, a beautiful equalizer. Ain't equalizing shit. KC, finally. Oh, probably just a spectator bug. No, he lives there now. 2-man ulti. It's not going to do anything. KC find another pick.
Great timing on it.
Gone back to the drawing board before multiple times since it became a team at the start of the year and come back stronger. But it doesn't feel like that's the case here. Even if the draft is solid, the players not quite on the same page. And this is the thing is, how far blinking, I don't think they can afford to start a fight realistically. KC happy to just take the objective as the taunt on the side will clip Humanoid, followed up by the sleep. The damage coming in now as well, and down goes Humanoid. And Drake fight not going to be crucial because
KC look more and more in control.
Yeah, and again, it was just the fact that you had no vision on that bottom side jungle for Fnatic. Meant that
to find these angles is very lucky that that one doesn't connect. Tower barely not going to fall though. One more melee minion, you can do it. It's your time to shine, Chief.
Get him!
Oh my, oh god, you don't do any damage, bro. That's embarrassing.
Look, he's doing the game even when they get these leads, because we saw the same yesterday, where game 1 and 2 was a little ropey, but 3, 4, they just locked in, played a very slow, very cognizant game of how we want to step on the map, how the macro wanted to play it, and just not giving opportunities to the enemy to come back.
And I mean, we saw it yesterday in the broadcast. Listen, Targamas have to be careful not to overstay. And Mickey's going to try to make the play happen. Flash, forward, flash response from Targamas. Nice tidal wave into the choke chain. CC's there, and it might just be Razork falling. Using the ulti now, catching out Yike. Perhaps a moment where they can turn it back, but he uses an ulti of his own, and Kalist finds the kill. Root connects, but not respecting. Saving their cooldowns for that long-range engage. But we'll see Fnatic down some flashes. It's a similar story for KC, but the sleep connects on Upset. That means the cleanse is already gone. Decent chunk of the health bar as well. Oscar in on the flank. 3K. Great ulti. Kana not in the area quite yet. He's not ulting the team, which means the rest of KC is zoned away. The steal now coming in again. The Soul Leaders and the LEC playoffs keep taking these objectives. Kana gets a kill, but he loses the objective, and now it's Humanoid sprinting. Phase rush procced. Running forward. Mickey trying to use him as a highway to get into the fight. Nice taunt coming in from Kana. Wants to turn the fight back. Mickey backstepping as well. KC will get the retreat, but they lose the objective.
Razork, but he's been taking the half health because Vladdy doesn't have that flash, but he's just playing so far away. I don't think Fnatic have a chance.
Yike's so powerful as well. Razork getting chunked out. Taunt onto Humanoid now, but they don't need to follow. The discipline from KC in these fights is phenomenal. They finally caught Kana, but no one else is in range, and Vladdy just continues to land the paddle stars.
It just looks impossible for Fnatic as they can't enter.
They don't have any HP on their engage threats. They're dead now. Vladdy, again, cannot miss.
And it's a poke masterclass from KC as they're just playing so disciplined, as you said, Dracos. It's just diligence and discipline at work here that leads them to the Cloud Soul, and it kind of feels like the game.
Engage, they just wait, they take their time.
And this is a 2,000 gold lead as they're onto Oscar now.
Taunt goes in. Oscar caught out there. McHale's to buy him a bit more space, but it's not a lot. Knockback. He will be able to escape.
They're not able to kill him, but I have never seen a 2,000 gold lead that looks this suffocating. Fnatic cannot get control anywhere. They can never enter. It looks unplayable.
I mean, it's because the 600 gold lead
Pick up MR here, Upset and Humanoid. Some Merc treads, but not much else.
Mickey has a crazy flank here. This could be it.
Vladdy. Humanoid stepping up,
keeping behind.
taking his time. Mickey ready to find the angle. 2-man engage, fall from Upset, trying to get involved, but Yike immediately going to knock him back. Oscar in on the backside, trying to catch Vladdy. That's going to be one sleepy rumble. Razork manages to catch him, but it doesn't look like Yike is concerned whatsoever. KC are just more powerful, dancing on Fnatic.
The circles are just too powerful for KC, and it's a Venn diagram of destruction for Fnatic.
And it's such a great flank from Mickey. He's able to get on top of all of them, but it's the Galio ults that keep coming in to deny the follow-up from Fnatic, and this has to feel like that was the last hope Fnatic had as KC pick up the Nashor and are gonna explode the gold lead to 7,000.
This is massive. What a clean game from KC, right? This is the clean game they needed to have with this composition.
Team fighting, but this KC is dangerous and they're proving it.
Certainly are. Neither of these champions want to tank this. Razork is not tanky in the context of this game. There's not even any armor pen on Kalista. It does not matter. Yike now following up. That is one dead jungler.
I didn't know Kalista was half playing Trundle in this game as well. Ripping through every tank that steps up. KC now looking to crack up the base as well.
Gold lead like this, composition like this, it's pretty impossible for Fnatic to hold. They don't have the range, they don't have the wave. Ryze is not a control mage. He doesn't just get to walk up for free.
And Kalista can just keep dashing forward here. All they need is one more bloody bubble, and they can probably look to end. As Fnatic desperately hold on.
And look, you said if Genji was playing this composition, you'd be scared. I think KC playing this composition also looking pretty damn scary. Mr. Spectra, Fnatic though, hungry for the engage. Will find Yike. Nice double knockup into the taunt. Follow up there. Man, it's just, there's too much damage. Humanoid deleted. KC stopping that engage in its tracks. Now onto the Nexus. Flash in, they're gonna take Kana. He goes golden. He'll still probably die. Bubble, he flashes. He's still living. Go away. He escapes. Not even the fountain laser is enough.
Give them something, KC. Come on.
Oscar Renner's gonna fall. Yike still standing. Upset's making the feathers fly, but Zoe making the game, and KC onto match point. One of their most dominant.
You just be getting outskilled by the shopkeeper. So right now, with this Ornn and the Naafiri, I feel like you have at least skirmish power.
KC, I think, overall, with the Renekton locked in, very good early lanes, very good ability to snowball. I do get a little bit worried if they throw a couple of...
means that Kalista's that much faster back out onto the map, can open mid and still make it top in time. Humanoid now level 5. He's doing a little bit better in the trades, while I think he's starting to run. Yike finds the lockup. Razork trying to get involved. A lot of damage on the Targus. Now it's Yike in trouble. So much damage from Razork. He's desperate to finish this kill. Targus running as well. Upset trying to finish. It looks like he might get one more. Barrier, the shield coming in, trying to divide. Kliss wants to get one back, but they're still living. They're still hanging on. Whip on the root. Kliss walking forward. Another auto coming in. A love tap. Finishes it off. Kliss, though, has to be careful for the dive. Upset is low, but Razork's on the way, and he can reset the tower aggro. The Darkened Dagger's about to come out, leaping in. The dogs have found their target. Upset still standing. 3 kills.
Razork is in his home here. Wolves on the Wolves.
So, I mean, excellently read by KC to find that opportunity despite not having mid-prio.
Yeah, it's also nice because it should take Yike over to level 6 as well, which he kind of desperately needs because you see level 7 already for Razork.
He's on the way. He may need to be a little bit cautious. Second Darkened Dagger's charge, going to burn down at least one grub.
I really want to see Fnatic fight this. They have either advantage on Naafiri and the level
They really
lead.
just don't want to fight. I guess they're afraid of the Maokai, the potential combo. They just want to give Upset that time alone in top lane. Kalista taking a decent chunk of damage. Meanwhile, Oscar also getting some plates, so willing to concede the 2 grub buff. How much is it going to cost them? Heal out of the ulti. Razork backstepping. Kana ready to get involved. Yike's ulti as well. Flash forward from Mickey. Going to catch 3. Decent damage. Fall back ult across the top, but it can't quite finish the kill. Now it's Oscar getting involved, and Razork looking for a couple of resets. Vladdy trying to find the angle on the ult, and he gets him. Sends the dog packing. Vladdy finds that it's on Humanoid now. Q3 going to connect on the 1. Looking for a little bit more damage, but it's a 3v1. There's nothing he can do. Triple kill for Kalista.
And KC punish Fnatic completely as they get the grubs, they ace them.
And look at the confidence Targus is playing with, right? He's just in Razork's face saying, if you try anything, I've got a Maokai behind me, I've got a mid lane, or my AD character come across from here.
Nice from Humanoid. Clean follow-up. Excellent buffer on the Q3, and it's going to earn him a kill. Now instantly the follow going in from Razork, but has he gotten a little bit over-eager? Targus health bar blinking. Clipped on the way in. It should just be Razork dead. Dashes out, but gets taken down. A good pick. Comes in from Humanoid, but
You're finally on the board objective-wise, but again, it's another objective going for the side of KC.
And especially when your only counterplay is, hey, we've got some gold on towards our Ornn who's pushing in topside. It's not really the win that you're hoping for, but maybe getting
I thought it was a clone, but that is the real Nico. Walking face first into Renekton. What was comfortable? What felt good? But the team play hasn't felt good, hasn't felt coordinated. But perhaps the side lane offers a way in, and certainly getting this Herald uncontested is an excellent start on this mid game where they are at a bit of a gold deficit.
Using the fact that Humanoid had the TP advantage over kind of the bot side to set that one up, but now you can kind of see Humanoid unsure as to where KC are on the map, so he has to back away from that bot lane turret, and KC look like they're going to set their eyes on that. And it looks like Fnatic could be able to trade that for the top turret as well, but we'll see.
Humanoid needs to be very careful
Wants
here,
to clear the way.
Maybe he can
still
kill
stepping
Kana before they
forward.
come.
Ulti in, TP out as well. Snaps back, does not have Q3 ready to go. Yikes, ult on the way in. Perfectly ranged out to find that pick. Humanoid gonna go down. Gold over to Vladdy. Oscar's gonna get a little bit of money back, a wave, but even if he finishes the tower, it's still a great deal for KC.
And you were talking about kind of the classic Fnatic mistakes going back to bite them. There's one as well, just overextending the side lane for Humanoid. Now they will get mid turret, at least off the back of the Herald, and also get that top
Okay. Razor, untargetable for a moment. Vladdy now on the chase. Forced to flash, dash, try to make it out. Yike finds a little bit of lockup on the upset. Qs are connecting. Red buff making this painful. And again, Yike pretty squishy. Phase rush, but no aftershock as Humanoid just continues to pressure on side. This is
too much pressure. Fnatic lineup.
And look at Oscar in, he has to reset now to try and walk out. Kana just sticks around, gets the tower now. He's going to reset and be able to TP into this engagement as KC need him.
Fnatic lead the lamp poke here. So crucial. The Drake is already taken down fast.
KC body blocking the attempts to get in. That's the Maokai ultimate zoning the entirety of Fnatic away. Mickey using the clone. Steal won't come through. Fnatic now looking for a few exit kills. Horn been blown. Ornn not going to find a single target, but Vladdy is going to get chunked out by the Ezreal ultimate. Kana now ready to get in the midst of the entire fight, but it's Targamas who's been caught. Targamas who's been isolated. Kana re-engaging, but won't get anyone. Now needs to retreat as the rest of his team is on the run, but a beautiful ult over the wall from Kalist gets a bit of chip damage back. Blinking health bars across the board, but nobody is dead yet. 5 still
very, very close, but here we go.
Humanoid going in. Pushback is there. Flash forward. A little bit of extra shielding. Waiting out the duration. Nicely played by Vladdy. Targamas there with the shield. I don't even think he needed it. Zanya's to wait out the lifeline shield. Clever moment there. Humanoid cannot find the 1v1.
And that's going to be Atakan going to the side of KC. Actually, Fnatic look like they want to try to contest here, 4v5, but Vladdy is TPing in with Asonias. I think this might be tough for Fnatic.
Will the confidence be rewarded? Or is this the final fight? Mickey wandering forward. Maokai ultimate, Oscar in and looking to disengage. Razor low, Otacon down, Vladdy on the chase. KC descend upon Fnatic, punishes them for even coming to watch the Otacon fall. Kalist unstoppable.
Nothing to get as Kana, as you said, holds this bush beautifully. Dodges the Astral W, dodges the Astral Q, and then Upset actually misclicks on the wall.
See if they can pull this dragon down, it opens up a flank angle for Humanoid, but Kana going to match him now.
Ulti to dry space, unstoppable now, but Oscar won't be able to hit the Ornn ulti back. Taking a decent chunk out, Razor trying to get in, Mickey flashing forward, is going to find multiple members, but again, there's just no follow-up. Humanoid is there after the ulti's already gone. It's a disaster. Fnatic continue to pull the trigger.
Last play to try and lift that trophy, but it just hasn't come together for this playoffs, and now seeing a potential 3-0 that is going to sting for a team that has put so many resources in, but maybe Vladdy.
They're going to Vladdy on side, buys him a bit more space. Vladdy running, ulti going in, massive shield from Targamas. Vladdy going golden, dodging so many abilities. Kana keeping the push on the side lane, but Vladdy will finally go down. Oscar looking to follow, won't find anyone in the knockup. Kana still hitting that bot lane tier 2. Baron will not fall. Crucially, Targamas caught in the pit. Has flash, making them work for it. Kalist ready to respond. The lockup is there. They will be able to find the kill as well. Fnatic now need to turn. This has to be their Baron. This has to be their moment, but it's Yike waiting over the wall. Yike who can steal it. A 50-50. All of Fnatic's hopes and dreams on a flip.
They know he's there though. He threw that sapling over the wall, so they're more than aware.
Too.
But it's a Smite King, baby. He always gets these. He has the Maokai Q flash Smite here.
Razor, a chance at redemption, goes untargetable. The ulti's still there, gets it in the pit, takes it away! Every last bit of hope denied. Humanoid will at least get one kill on the exit. But Fnatic gift wrap the Baron, and Yike more than happy to receive.
That looked like the moment for Fnatic, but actually, well, Humanoid might get Yike off the back. No, he will fall, but it looked like they had it.
He's in an impossible situation against this map, and with the Hextech Soul as well, slowing them down. Now KC has Hextech Soul, Atakan, plus the Baron Nashor. This surely is all they need.
And again, if this had been a different series, we would talk about the comeback potential. 7K teams have done it before, but it has not happened in a single game. KC have gotten a lead and they have closed. They have not given Fnatic an inch back, and that continues to be the case. Yes, some missteps here. Humanoid finding some good picks, but 1 or 2 picks is just not enough to win a game like this.
It's a 7K lead against Soul, against Baron, against the KC that are firing in all cylinders, and it just feels so unattainable for Fnatic as the slow march.
This last game as well, but oh, they're on to Kana, no flash.
Ulti in, kind of trying to get a bit more time. Upset following, backing away. Taking a long time to die. That's a lot of ultimates, but it looks like Kana will fall. No healing, so damn much! God. He's just unkillable. Flatty, the pushback knocks him into the team, but again, it does not matter. The Azir is just ready to style. Upset running for his life. And these are the final moments of Fnatic in spring. KC complete dominance.
What's an MVP versus split champions? KC tear Fnatic asunder and march towards MKOI.
And KC want their revenge, baby. They were not happy with how the last series played out, and they're coming for MKOI, and they're gonna take it back.
All eyes on KC. They will make it to the finals. A shot. Somebody had to go home, but more than an 0-3 to be certain. We'll see them now in summer. But again, on the KC. What a run it would be, right? Again, I think you win one split, that's impressive, but other teams have done it. Not a lot of other teams besides G2 in recent years, but it's happened. You win two. It's a brand new era of League of Legends right there.
Well, they still have to get through Movistar KOI, right?
That's 100% true.
Took them down already with some great prep, and I think did catch Karmine Corp out to a certain extent. So I am very curious to see what that rematch is going to look like when KC, I think, going to be a little bit more ready for things like Mirren's Galio or some of these other picks that have come through very KC-specific style.
And I think it's a situation where G2 are thrilled because they're the team that, while they won't have perfect information on who they're playing until a day before, both those teams cannot afford to underestimate the opposition. No one is going to get the chance to focus on G2 this coming weekend. They just have to prep for that match against each other.
It's giving flashbacks to last split, though. KC making the underdog run happen. We'll see if they can do it again.
I'm ready. Are we ready? Almost ready. The moments of hesitation here. We got to make sure the players are ready for the interview. We don't want to deflate from the moment. I see a wave. It's time. You've heard enough from us. Let's hear from the victorious Kana and Yike. Ginny, standing by.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Marriott Bonvoy post-game check-in with Kana and Yike. What a game against Fnatic. 3-0 series. I mean, even Heretics put up quite a bit of a fight. This is so different than the KC that we saw against MKOI. So what was the difference today, Yike?
Yeah, I mean, even against Heretics, we had some messy games, so we were really not happy with how we played, and I think everyone wants to win the split again. We don't want to be the team that just wins one split and then just loses the rest. So, yeah, we just try out a lot. We make sure that we improve more, and yeah, I think we played much better today than yesterday.
Yeah, the improvement we can see. And Kana, you're joining us here for the interview as well. We don't get to hear from you a lot, but it would be really nice to hear what your experience has been like this split with KC, because, you know, it's been like up and down a little bit and, you know, getting knocked into the lower bracket. How has it been for you?
What? You got it?
No.
It's just, how was the split for you? Spring split?
How about spring split?
Yeah, this split.
Yeah, we are getting first
First 10?
Yeah, first 10.
Or seed?
Yeah.
Okay, are you happy with the performance that you've seen from your team today?
Yeah, I like my teammates and I was happy.
Who's your
In
favorite?
spring.
Do you have a favorite teammate?
Yeah. I think I'm so mad in Bloody. I like, you know, another teammates. I mean, Yike and Kalist.
Oh, he likes all of us. He's not bloody.
Just not about.
I'm just mad Bloody.
Yes,
Okay.
me too.
Really? How come you're pissed about it as well?
I mean, bloody, if you guys saw what happened this game, if you heard his comms and the things he did, then you will know. But he played good otherwise. Like, it was just a little mistake at the end.
It happens, right? A little oopsie. We've seen it from you guys as well against MKOI. So when it comes to the team dynamic and when it comes to improving like so quickly, how have you guys been able to do that?
Oh, I mean, ever since I guess we lost to KOI, we've been like, I feel like, I mean, me as well, like, has been a bit like, we've been a bit lazy because we got first seed, we've been just kind of chilling, just winning everything, and then we really got reality checked by KOI, and we know that we have no second life, so we have to win all the series next, and yeah, I think we put in like a lot of more effort into all the scrims, all the talks we have, like all the meetings, and we just learned so much more.
One baby step after the other. So now MKOI is the next team that you're going up against, Kana. Are you looking forward to that?
We play versus KOI.
Huh?
Playing versus KOI too.
Yeah, against Koi.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, Koi top laner. I think he's a good player because next match I can play well, maybe, and then good team fight.
Yeah.
I think you're going to stomp him.
Yep.
Okay, I love the confidence from Yike. How has it been, though, for you to be playing with such a dominant laner like Kana that you have in your top lane? You can be like, okay, I can just leave him alone and like go to the rest of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to play with Kana. I know I can leave him top lane. I know he's going to be winning his lane. He can just be chilling and do whatever he wants. If they camp him, then I know like I will punish the other side of the map. So yeah, it's just so easy to play with Kana, basically.
Okay,
Thank
that's
you, Kana.
good to know. For the game against MKoi, though, I mean, we've already talked about the fact that you're going to have to go up against them. Last game, we all know what happened. That's why you're here. Do you have any special grudges against them?
I mean, as a team, it's a lot of rivalry between KC and Koi, and they beat us last time, and there was a lot of like talks after because no one believed in them. And now I guess we come in as, I mean, we should be the underdog because they beat us last time, so we have a second chance against them, and I think we should do much better. So it's going to be very exciting. I think they should be a bit nervous.
Okay, big words. Then there's G2 in the finals, and I'm assuming for you, as you mentioned earlier today, as well, like earlier in the interview as well, when you're saying we want to be one of the teams that can come into the LEC and not just win one split and then wash out, but like continuously keep winning. I'm assuming for you, there's also a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in almost all the finals in LEC, so I would hate to miss out of one of them, and also not qualifying to MSI because I also qualified to all the internationals. So it's very, very special for me to keep doing a good job, you know, and keep playing good with my team. And I know that we have what it takes, so we just have to show it.
We've seen it today, and we've seen it from your side as well, and because of that, you get Kia Player of the Series.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys want to clap or something. Thanks.
Thank you.
That'd be really nice. Well, another one added to your tally because you have quite a few of them. But that's enough from us over here. We're going to be heading over to PGL. Kana, maybe you want to tell Vladi why you're mad at him? You want to say why you're mad?
Vladi.
Say something, Vladi?
Yeah.
He's watching right now. Vladi is watching.
He's watching on the other side.
I'm very angry. I will come to. Good luck.
Okay,
Good
well,
luck, Vladi.
Laura, take it away.
I love when teammates are nice to each other, especially after such a convincing victory. Vladi, thank you so much for joining us. We have a mystery to unfold here. What did you do to piss Kana off like this?
I mean, I'm not sure. I even gave him free candies yesterday before the game, so I don't really know.
Maybe the candy was bad.
I think he's just trying to rage bait.
Rage bait.
No, you're trying to rage
No,
bait.
Ungrateful.
No, for 2 weeks you're doing your stupid thing just to get into mic check, and then I think he just got mad after that.
Why? I'm literally giving content to the LEC.
Are you
Why
being
would
a
he get
drama
mad?
queen again, Vladi?